Yeah, we got a nice crowd to support us.
Wait, you know who else we got to thank, right?
Who?
The girl who made these shirts.
Okay, yeah,
The
absolutely.
girl who helped us come up with the name.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to my homegirl Lauren, L Boogie, dope girl, 820. Shout out to her.
All the way from Aruba. She was in Aruba. She was the only one watching us. Wait, I was like, damn, we got one person watching us in Aruba.
Yeah, I don't think everybody knows the story of how we came up with the name. Tell them the first name that you came up with.
The first name was
that you was about to
we was gonna call ourselves Two Yellow Niggas. I was gonna say, it's Two Yellow.
Yeah.
We couldn't really think of no name. We tried everything. Right?
I was almost convinced too. He had me convinced to call ourselves Two Yellow.
Why not, man? We Two Yellow Niggas.
So we was in the basement, going live, talking shit
Before we got kicked out.
Yeah, about nothing, talking shit about nothing, and we had some comments on our live.
We had no comments.
And Lauren was like, "What the hell is this old man gang shit y'all got going on?"
We was like, oh man, gang, wait a minute.
And I was like, I got another bright idea. It was all my idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's how it was derived. I said, I think we the old man gang now.
Yeah. And we fit the demographics.
Yeah, definitely. And now we're a cult sensation. We got a whole 125 subscribers on YouTube and maybe like close to 150 followers on our Instagram page. Yeah,
wow.
Shout out to
Give
us.
It up.
Listen, that's small. It's small.
It's
but
a start.
It is a start. A lot of people that start their YouTube channels, they say it takes months before you get your first 100 followers.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know who it was that said, yo, we gonna have 100 followers by next month. I was like, no, we not, bro. We gonna have a fucking 100 followers by next week. And I did it. I'm still on y'all every day, making sure that everybody is out there hustling, grinding, getting subscriptions so that, we can bring something different to the public. You know what I'm saying?
I need a violin.
You need a violin?
You just be talking and talking and hear
Shut the
yourself
hell
talk,
up.
right?
No,
Talking
because
and
people want to do stuff, but, it's like they don't never want to do stuff.
Yeah, you know how I do it. Like, when
So
you get
I
a show
figure-
near me, right? When you get a show near me, I'm going to come through. I'm like, we got a show near you all the time. I don't see them. Where they at?
Where they at?
Today they hurt my feelings. I have to go home and cry. Thank God for my beautiful wife. She keeps me from crying. Keep myself together.
Yes, absolutely.
But you know what? We're trying to do this podcast. We're trying to bring some comedy to the community. I know people probably think we crazy. Two old ass men sitting up here trying to do something, and but
yeah.
It's so much fun, man.
It is so much fun. It is so much fun.
It is.
And I think we just keep stepping our game up each time. We decided to do something. Come on in, Graham. It's my man. Come on in.
How you doing?
Have a seat, my brother. What's up?
All right, security is here now, so don't start no shit.
Have a seat. Find a spot somewhere.
But we got guests today, man. We got guests, right?
We do have
We
guests.
got a special announcement. We about to set up a whole comedy team.
Yes.
The X team.
Yes. The reason why we selected, these guests to be a part of this episode is because we wanted to introduce them to, I guess the world. Most of you who have come to any of our events, you've already seen them. But we're kind of putting together a team, You got the New York Kings of Comedy, you got the original Kings of Comedy, but now we got the New York, what is it, Extreme Comedy Team?
Yeah, Extreme Comedy Team.
The name is the name, but what's most important is that we got 4 funny-ass comedians that we're going to be, traveling the world.
And Chris.
Yeah, and Chris. I'm the one I'm the one who runs this whole shit.
Yeah, all you run is your mouth. On and on and on and on. I feel like Erykah Badu. On and on and on and on.
Whatever, bro.
Wow, this crowd is beautiful, man. Wow, look at all these beautiful women we got here. We got some men out here. We got some younger men. You know what I'm saying? We got some white men. We got it all. See that? He got to keep everything in line.
Not the one closest to the wall, the one on this side.
Lawrence pissed. This guy's good, man.
Yeah.
He keeps us together, man. He keeps us looking good.
Yeah.
He got us making movies. We ain't even had no script. Look at that. We got more lights. We got lights everywhere. Look at this.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
Thank you so much. But you know what? Our first guest, right? I met him. I was doing comedy, and me and him just clicked, and we had, he's always been there for me, man. I have a show. I look up. There he is. We have a show. I show up for him. He's always funny, man. He's always, he's my man.
Yeah, definitely. He's come to almost all of our comedy shows.
He ain't got shit else to do.
Whether he was performing or not, he showed up came through and showed support.
He even came here. He brought Dino, right?
Yeah,
He used his handicap van to bring Dino to the. It was hilarious.
Absolutely. Shout out
He
to
brought Dino here.
Yeah.
Turned his van to Accessoride. So you know what? You know what I'm saying? We're going to do some things with Rakim. So you know what? We should bring him out right now.
Let's bring it out. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Rakim the Comedian. Come on
Rakim
out, Rock.
The Comedian. Look at this thing. He got theme music or some shit. Da-na-na, da-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na. This nigga got a belt.
Oh my God.
Da-na-na.
Yeah.
The champ is
this
here.
dude is a fool.
The champ is here.
Let's go.
That's a fly ass belt, man.
Yeah, give Lawrence, give him the mic. Give him a mic check.
1, 2, all right.
Wow. Rakim,
What's poppin'?
I see you got a belt there. You the champ, man. The people's
I'm the people's
comic.
champ.
That's the People's Champ belt.
It says
That's
the
right.
people's
I'm the
comic.
people's comic right here. That's right. I've been voted.
He been
The
voted.
people's comedian. That'd be me.
You got some,
You see
got
that?
some real bling on there.
We got champions up in here.
That's right. You talking about them kings and all that. Like, you know,
Yeah, fuck that. We got champions.
kings lose crowns. And I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lose my belt, though.
There we go.
When's your next fight?
Tomorrow.
You got to fight tomorrow. To see Rakim in Vegas
Tomorrow.
live. But
Yes.
how long you been doing comedy, man?
Like, I guess for a comedian, someone would tell you all their lives. I've been doing comedy all my life. But professionally, about 30 years on and off.
30 years. Wow. That's a long time, man. Give it up for 30 years of comedy.
30 years of comedy.
And I'm only 25.
Might.
What inspired you to start doing comedy? What was it that said, "Oh, I can do this shit. I can be on stage. I can be, making people laugh." What was the inspiration?
It was actually my brother-in-law, my sister's baby daddy. He always inspired me. Like, it's weird, right? You know what I'm saying? I used to threaten him all the time. He'd be like, "You funny. So you should be a comedian." Like, "Yo, leave my sister alone. I'm gonna hurt you." He'd be like, "No, you're not."
You funny.
But nah, he did. I used to come outside, like, because I have sisters, and I used to try to impress my sister's friends and just come outside in different characters and just bug out and just do wild stuff. And he actually told me one day, he said, "Yo, you should do the Apollo. You should really take this serious." But this was when I was younger. And then
So
I didn't
what happened
take
on the
it serious
Apollo, bro?
until
Talk about that.
later.
What
Ooh, wait, now you're going to talk about the Apollo.
We don't
on
want
the
to talk.
Apollo?
No, we don't want to talk
What
about
happened?
the
Tell that
time.
story. What happened on the Apollo?
Look.
We don't want to talk about that.
Well, listen, we will, but
Okay.
I did it. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to. But I did it. Thank you for clapping for me, sis.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Thank you.
I know how you feel.
Now, yeah, you were down that road.
Yeah, we
listen.
brothers.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, we went down. But you know something? We actually did it, so we can say we did it and we survived it. So
Yeah.
we survived the Apollo. Should be a movie. You survived Diddy and R. Kelly.
Yeah.
We survived the Apollo.
We survived, you know what I'm saying? The Sandman tried to kill me.
Yes, he
out
did.
There, he came out there and slipped me right
Yo,
in front
Greg
of
was talking so much shit for the whole first month, bro. He's like, there's no other option. I'm telling you, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
But I
I'm
did
gonna be the
win.
first comic to win the Apollo. He came back. He called me the next day. I got booed off the stage. I'm like, bruh.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I knew that.
He honored that shit. He came online and was like, "Yo, I did it. Like, I got booed like a mother." I was like, "Wow, you better than I am." Like, yo.
You gotta let it out because
He embraced
it
his
was
shit.
painful. It was raining that night too. It was raining so hard, right?
Yeah, I bet
I
it
came
was.
home and it was raining so hard.
On
And
your
my wife
parade.
was like, "Man, it's still raining," but it had stopped raining. It was my teardrops hitting the floors. I cried. I can't lie, I did cry. And
Now-
I asked my wife. I said, "Did you boo me?" She said, "Yeah, I booed you too."
Oh, damn.
But you my boo. I'm like, "Get the fuck out."
All the way home.
It was painful, but you know what? It's nothing. I didn't quit because look, I'm still going right now. You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
you should. I did mine when, like, 6 months into the game. My first show was at the Uptown Comedy Club. Shout out to them. First black-owned comedy, the joint on television, 5th Avenue and 125th Street. That was my first show. And when I did it, I was on television. Like, it aired on television. Now, it's different. You get booed in front of, like, if
Yeah, I had
somebody
to tell
booed us
people, they
right
didn't
here,
know.
it's cool. But all these cameras, it was the
Yeah,
Apollo.
that's fucked up.
National television. Woo!
Yo, ain't
My
you that
phone
dude that got
didn't
booed off
stop
the Apollo?
ringing. Yo, this was at a time when the beepers were out. Could you imagine how many beeps I got after that? Like, boom,
Yo, was
boom,
people
boom.
running up to you in the street like, yo, ain't you that dude that got booed off the Apollo? Tell me, did that ever happen to you?
No, they just ran up to me and said, boo! I was like, I know what it is. No, serious. Like 18 months it took me to get over
You
that.
could have had two babies. I'm booing number
Everyone.
two.
Yeah, my dude was locked up, and he called me and was like, yo, I was like, that's my man until you got booed. Like, like, I thought that was him. But you know, comedy isn't easy. And, you know, you guys had some questions set up. I just want to say, like, listen, Cat Williams, y'all saw, everyone saw the Cat Williams thing, and I don't want to beat that in the head. But I just want y'all to know one thing. It's that on all levels. This level, his level, in between level. There's mad levels to this shit, and it's not easy for any one of us. Any given night, we going out and somebody hating on us and hating on our dreams. There's these dudes they call the kings of comedy and all that. That's all y'all see on every damn flyer. Is there anyone else doing comedy in New York City? Just you old dudes doing comedy, holding everyone down, and it's not like there's no one else funny. That's why I wear my shirt. All jokes matter. You know what I'm saying?
All jokes matter.
Not just theirs. I mean, the funny ones maybe not so much. If you're not so funny, like maybe they don't matter as much, but they all matter, and we all matter in this. And we all do get held back by gatekeepers and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I stopped. And I'm glad that we have a female on this panel this evening so she can speak about her experiences and things that she has to go through as a female comedian, because, yo, this shit ain't given to us. It's not like, yo, I don't come out and do shows with y'all and then bust my ass not to be famous, not to be someone that my family can say, damn, well, he did this for something. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go home and then be like, hey, how was your show tonight, baby? It was all right, but yo, so what's up next?
That's why I asked you.
My wife says I'm on the chitlin circuit.
That's why I asked you when we.
I don't eat pork.
We did that show. I forget what show it was, but we went and we had dinner afterwards. Me, you, Jevon, Keish was there, and you know I talked to you guys, and I said, listen, what are your goals? What do you plan on doing? Do you want to, like, are you happy with just being on this level, doing shows here and there? Or are you looking to do something on a higher scale? Do you want to be famous? Do you want to make money doing this? And it was, a simultaneous around the board. Yeah, I want to fucking do this. I want to be famous. I want to make money, because some people are just happy and they're okay with being regular, just doing the same shit that everybody else does.
Mediocre.
Yeah, they okay. I'm not okay with that. So I said, you guys have talent. That's why I spoke to you guys. And I said, you guys have talent. You guys have something, and we're gonna manifest that into something bigger by putting us together and working as a team.
That's why Rakim The Comedian is gonna record his own special right here at the X Lounge.
Yes, give it up for Rakim. Yeah.
And I appreciate you guys for having. Like, because when I met Greg had the most energy than anyone I've known doing this for a long while. And I believe his energy actually infected me and made me want to keep going and then say, yo, look, this brother came in and he's taking the world by storm. Anyone he talked about, he want to get on this stage. Greg, get it done. And I can't say, I'm not going to say, some people call it hate. I can't be upset with anyone else that's out there doing it if I'm not out there doing it myself. So when he came in with his energy, I appreciate you and Chris and what y'all doing. So anything that they do, I've always been in on. And then meeting the family, everyone here. Y'all charge a little bit too much for the food sometimes, but like, yo, I'm performing. Like, yeah, what's happening, bro? Thought we was cool, but wow. This has really been a good experience, and I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all rock out, man, and what y'all doing is really good, man. I appreciate y'all putting me down and having me involved.
Likewise, of course, man, of course. But
appreciate you too, my brother.
As far as things that you've done in the past, would you say your most embarrassing moment was at the Apollo? Or?
Nah, he got more than that.
Yeah, I got more than that, John.
So tell us about what's your most embarrassing moment on stage or since you've been doing comedy. What happened? Did you bomb out?
I had a meltdown on stage, yo. Like, all right. I never told this story in front of anyone else, so y'all gonna get this shit. It was at, what's the Salsa Fuego? But it was called Jimmy's Cafe, Jimmy's Bronx Cafe back in the day. If anyone knows anything about Jimmy's back in the day, like, it was all gangster shit. It was like, all the ballers, everyone, rappers, everyone there. Like, yo, I'm doing my... And shout out to Russell Simmons and Def Jam, because I had 3-4 opportunities to do that. So I would say that one thing about that man, he gave opportunity for brothers to do their thing. So I'm not going to tell you who I lost to that night, but I'm on stage and I start to bomb, but I didn't take it seriously, you know what I'm saying? And I just started to lose it. And my guys were recording my set, but everybody started to boo me, so I started flipping on my crew, like, yo, turn the cameras off, niggas! One joke I said, I'll never forget this shit. I said, I should whoop the nigga's ass who told me I was funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yo, that's how bad it got. I had a real meltdown. I sat down on stage. I saw Fat Joe face. I was like, oh, damn, I know I ruined myself. Shit happens.
Yeah, but it kept going. You kept going.
You didn't quit.
I wanted to that night. The high is the highest you can get, and the low is probably the lowest you can go. Yeah.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
Yes. So
Thank God, man. You know what? We still out here, man. We
Yes.
still fighting, man. And you got this big ass
That's
belt.
right.
Rakim the Comedian.
Belt was bigger
he
than
won
I
that
am.
belt. He really won the belt. It's not like
Yes,
a
I
prop.
did.
He won that belt.
Actually, the people gave it to me, because people always tell me, like, you my favorite. I don't care, because I don't really post and stuff like that. Yo, I love the way she laughing. Look, you loving me or the belt or the story that you think I'm lying
put the
about?
camera
She's
on
like,
her.
this
Put
nigga
the camera on her,
lying.
Dave.
No, nobody know him.
Let me see this belt, man.
Yeah, you can hold it. Don't do.
Oh no, this
too
shit is
hard.
heavy.
Be careful. That shit heavy too, man. Look
Nah,
at that.
this shit official.
People's comic. Rakim the Comedian.
Now
People's
listen,
Comic.
just don't think.
Nah, this
you
is
asked
dope.
me about the worst shows. Don't think things have not been well for me since.
Nah, that's not funny. We don't want to hear about that.
No, right. But the thing is, though, we have to keep going, and I don't think that in this business, if you don't see failure within yourself, then you can't see any success. Because if you are not able to laugh at yourself and then not fear anything, then you lost in this business. 'Cause
Exactly.
Once the music stops, it's just your ass standing here on stage, and these people looking at you like, "What's next?"
What's next, nigga?
What's
You
next?
better be funny, man.
You better be
What's
funny.
next, bro?
You gonna do.
We appreciate you, Rob, man. We
Really do, man.
We appreciate you so much for coming through and always supporting us and being a part of our team. And man, we looking forward to really having
Big things in the future, man.
big things happening in the future. Because listen, it's all about consistency.
And I know y'all saw Rakim in the skit. He played a good police
Yeah,
officer.
this was
that was
this was
Officer
Officer Johnson.
That was Officer Johnson.
Officer Johnson.
Officer Strong is not here.
Yeah, Officer Strong, but you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
get Strong
Strong
Johnson visiting your wife.
He don't
They
got
heard
his
Strong
body cam.
Johnson.
Where your
They
body
heard
cam at,
Strong
man?
Johnson. Yeah, and you're so funny, the stuff that they laughed at. I was like, man, they crazy.
No
crazy,
doubt,
but it was
man.
good, though.
But you
Thank
know
you.
what? Give it up for my friend and yours, Rakim the Comedian, man. We appreciate
Yo,
it.
appreciate y'all.
So we got to give it up for my friend, Tangie Fro Funny.
Make some noise for Fro Funny. Come on out.
It's half a fucking seat.
I knew she was gonna talk some shit. I knew she was gonna say something about this chair.
My faith is strong as hell because I was scared. I was like, he got a half a seat and I got a whole ass.
It's
What's
sturdy
up?
though. It's sturdy. You good?
Yeah, I'm holding my breath.
How you doing, Mama? How you doing?
I'm good, feeling better than a dead bitch. What's up?
Well, we want to thank you for coming out. We appreciate you for being a part of our little event. What you think of the crowd?
Beautiful. Y'all look good. Some of y'all. You got one lady, she making me want to go home and reevaluate my little eating schedule because she look good as hell. I got to
That's
get
my
myself
client.
together.
That's why you need to get on the extreme fitness program.
And listen, stop threatening me. I said I wasn't going to the gym. You tricked me tonight. That was it.
Definitely trick you to pull up. All right, so when did you start doing comedy? How long? And what inspired you to start?
I've been doing comedy for over 10 years. I'll say pushing about 12. I always used to sneak and watch Def Jam. My grandmother had me watching Sanford and Son, Beverly Hillbillies, like all different genres of comedy. And one of my friends, well, she passed away, God rest her soul. She said, "Oh, there's a comedy show in Hempstead." The name of the place was called Giggles.
Yeah, I remember
It
getting
was
I'm
on.
from Hempstead.
Yes, and I started there. When I went, I was like, "Oh my gosh, there's people that do this for real? Like, this is for real?" Like, Martin Lawrence was one of my favorite. I wanted to know how to do it. I wanted to know how to get on. So I had never done comedy before in my life. I always used to, for Halloween and stuff, I would dress up as Shanae or Jerome. And I loved it. I loved making other people laugh. It's different when you can make people that you know laugh, but to make strangers laugh is like, it's a different type of high. So I called, it was actually Rip Michaels. He was hosting Giggles, and I called and I lied and told him I was doing comedy for 2 years and I traveled all over, and I went on stage and it was crazy. It was like an out of body.
Did you get a good reception that first time?
It was like your first hit of crack. I don't know what that's like, but I was chasing that high right there, like, and it was different. It was fun, and I've been doing it ever since.
So once you hit the stage, you knew after you got that response, that feeling, that I guess adrenaline rush. Is that when you just said, I knew this is for me, this is something that I want to do as a career?
Yes, because I always love to entertain and just make people laugh. It's like, and especially in a bad situation, it's already bad. Like what else, or it doesn't just happen to you. So how do you make this, how do you find a light in the situation? Right.
So wait, I got a question for you. Did you ever do the Apollo?
Yes, I got booed on the Apollo as well.
God damn.
Yeah.
Shit, my whole crew got booed off the Apollo.
Yeah, but Beyonce got booed too. Beyonce got booed too. Unless you getting up there and you go gospel, like, you ain't got no chance. At the A. The A is not for the comedy. Like, they got real.
Call ourselves the Boo Crew.
Yes, and that's the only way. But you need that.
You do.
You need somebody to tell you that you ain't the shit. Like, you need that. It's always gonna be. They always say it's always gonna be somebody better than you. I'm waiting to find the best. Yes, I got booed at the Apollo. That's that lets you know. Like,
That's fine.
But you funny as hell.
To you, like to you. Honestly, I don't think that the Apollo is really set up for comedians. Like,
Yeah,
I think it's.
said.
I don't
You said
really
it's
think
not
it's
set up
set
for
up for
comedians.
comedy, but it's people that made it. So you can't even say it's not. It's you not set up.
Yeah,
for these.
yeah. I got
Sometimes
set
you
up
gotta
real
keep it
good. I
real.
rubbed that log and then they hit me with it.
But look at you now. Either it can make you or break you. And a lot of
It made me join the gang.
I'm not old though.
She's like, I'm not subscribing to
You're
that
not
old
Y'all
shit.
claiming shit. I'm not really there yet. I'm not that mature yet.
Yeah, because you have a baby, right?
Yes, I'm a grandmother.
A grandmother.
So from my understanding, you have how old is your youngest child?
He's 1.
And you have a 17-year-old?
Yes.
How the fuck you manage that?
I don't know, but they said my pregnancy was geriatric, so I just tell people I'm a grandmother. That seems to work out better.
No, that's got to be difficult managing like such a large age difference. You know, you have a son. Your son is 17, right?
Yes, he's 17 first.
So does he help you take care of the little one?
He is 17 first. You be looking like, bitch, that's your baby. I asked for a little brother like years ago. Like, anything I wanted for Christmas, it came in time. You wild out. Like, that's your baby, and I'm going out too. Like, you're going to have to find him a babysitter, so.
Let me ask you, how do you come up with your content? Like, do you have a specific method that you do all the time, or what's your method of coming up with content for your shows?
I live life for the material. Every situation you go through is going to keep occurring until you find a way to deal with it that it's not a situation anymore. I've went through so many transitions. When I first started comedy, my name was Tangie. I used to wear my hair very short, spiked at the top. Then I started wearing weaves, and I used to dress up. And I went through so many transitions in comedy till I realized, like, you got to embrace you and tell your story. It's much funnier than making up something. Because can't nobody be you. A lot of my content, it comes from a lot of pain. Every situation you go through, you just gotta find what's the reasoning behind it, why did you go through it, and you gotta make that shit funny, because if you don't laugh, it's gonna make you sick. Like, and I'm gonna get the last laugh. And everybody goes through stuff. People go through things that are worse. Like, what was the lesson learned, and how do you embrace the funny part? The hardest part was going through it. Now you got to make it funny. Like, for me, that's how I think about a lot of stuff. And people actually call me for comedy, and they in fucked up situations. I'm like, this shit ain't funny, bitch. Like, this is not okay.
What were some of the things that happened to you that kind of inspired you to do comedy? And have you ever like been bullied when you're doing comedy, or people have kind of disrespected you because of your size or anything, and made you feel some kind of way?
Of course. That's why I say I call myself a role model. I model my roles everywhere I go. And that's what I say, because it's some real shit. Now they letting fat bitches outside. They ain't letting them all the way out. The bitches is busting through, but they letting us in as long as we got a flat stomach and thighs and arms. And that's not realistic. The internet has so much control over what's acceptable and what's not now. You just have to create your own lane in everything that you do. And to me, life is like a lot like comedy. Any journey you're on is a lot like driving on a highway. You get on, there's a slow lane, the medium lane, the fast lane, and then there's that HOV where everybody they flying through, and it's like, stay in your lane, but you still got to respect the rules of the road. And you can drive how you want to drive. Just don't hit nobody and make sure don't nobody hit you. And some people can cut and weave through traffic and get away with it, but that doesn't mean that that's something that you could do. So with this comedy, and I do hair and things like that.
Wait, you do hair too?
Don't start no shit.
I'm trying to get you some new clients or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I don't got that much hair.
I thought you was about to try to get a lace or some shit. I was like, I don't do that.
Look,
I braid.
I might need a motherfucking Beijing in a minute. I'm getting low and shit.
I braid, but that's something else that I do. I braid on the side, and I do comedy, and I feel like I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur. Like, comedy is your own, is you. Yeah. Doing hair is you. Like, it's a reflection of you. So.
How bad would you say that you want to just have comedy be your only source of income? Is that something that you've dreamed of, like doing comedy and only being able to focus on comedy?
Of course.
Is that something that you can actually picture, being attainable?
Absolutely. If I don't entertain comedy by putting up content or purchasing a ticket for people that are doing their grind or able to pour into that, I don't sleep at night without doing that. That's something that I really want to do. You have to learn from everyone that you're around. You have to talk to people that are in a better position than you are, and people that move around and have connections. All of that plays a part. It's not necessarily your circle of who you think is friends. If you're not growing from the people around you, if they're not teaching you anything, you can't stay there. It's not beneficial for you to do that. And it's something that I'm learning right now at 41. Sometimes you're looking like, wow, I'm stuck right here. And then when I'm looking down my friend list on my Facebook or on my Instagram, half of these motherfuckers is dead. So that's first of all. And then even the ones that's catfishing you in real life, they catfishing you too, because they are so clapping it up for you in your face, but you ain't seen them at nothing that you got going on. So like, it's a lesson. It's a lesson in everything. And you just have to surround yourself. And it's being at the right place at the right time. People make clothes in a clothing store. You could walk past a shirt, but baby, if you see the right bitch with that shirt on, you gonna be like, damn, that shirt is cute and I should have got me one. Like, somebody liked it and now somebody made it pop. This is your race. You are in control of your life. And I'm sitting up here talking this, I have to like really absorb it, because it's all, for me, my biggest struggle is consistency. And I've been told people like it when you're not around. There's so many situations that broke me down and made me stop doing comedy. But they like it when you're not around. And when I come outside, they be like, who the fuck is this funny bitch? And I be like, yeah.
Last thing, do you have anything coming up, any events outside of this that you want to talk about?
I'm planning with you guys. Great, big things. I'm very grateful and thankful for Greg Lockwood, his drive, his motivation, and his hunger for the game. And he has such a big personality that I wish nothing, and I see nothing but greatness for him. And I'm glad that he was able to open up this avenue for people like me. My thing is consistency, like I said, and I don't exactly have anything really, really coming up that
That's
I
okay.
can call
I got a
my
bunch of
own,
shit.
but let's go. Like, let's go. Let's go.
We'll be recording her special right here at the X Lounge. We're going to do specials right here.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to put together something amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Fro Funny.
Fro Funny.
Yeah. Woo. Fro touched on something that, we've been talking about this whole time, consistency.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I can tell you one thing in there. No matter what happens, no matter what people say, we are consistent. Nobody tries harder than us, Chris.
Yeah,
we tried every goddamn thing.
If we don't succeed, it ain't for lack of trying, bro.
Oh man,
we had you out running in the backyard doing Rocky skits and shit. We've done everything.
Verses.
Yeah.
We did comedy shows.
Yo, and this, like, believe it or not, this shit has been less than like 7 months.
Yeah, it's only 7 months.
It hasn't even been a year. Let me tell a story in case anybody didn't know when I met this guy. It was at my New Year's Eve party. I had decided that we were gonna do events here at the X Lounge. So obviously it's a gym, you know, in the daytime. And I said, you know what? I'm using this gym only a few hours a day. I need to try to utilize this space better. So I threw a New Year's Eve party. And I had a client that he was working on her house.
Yeah.
And this guy came to the show, and you know, I had another comedian that I was already planning on doing comedy shows with. Already booked him and everything. Flyboy Chris. I'll put his name out there. What up, Flyboy? But then Greg came. Greg was like, listen, man, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna have this place packed. I'm telling you, we're gonna have 100 people. Your first show gonna be sold out. It's gonna be the best shit you ever done in your life. I'm telling you, man. I just see the vision. It's gonna be great. And I was telling my client, I was like, yo, I don't know if I like this dude, man. He talk too fast. He's a fast talker, man. I don't trust these fast talking motherfuckers, man. I don't know. She's like, nah, he's a good guy. He fixes a lot of people's bathrooms. I was like, what the fuck that got to do with comedy?
I am the bathroom bully.
I'm like, what the fuck that got to do with comedy? She said, no,
But wait,
he's good. He
if
got a
anybody
big
needs
following.
a kitchen or a bathroom, hit me up.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, he do hookups
Nah,
and
seriously,
bathrooms.
I've been doing home improvement for 33 years.
Nah, that's dope. Yeah, I seen your work. He does some great work. He does some great work. Entrepreneurs in the building. So I said, you know what? I liked his energy, and I scratched the other comedian. I said, you know what? Me and you, we're gonna work together. We're gonna do the show. Our first show was sold out, and you know, from there we started doing shows every month. He was like, yo, we gotta do this. We're gonna do show. He wanted to do this shit every week. I'm like, slow down, nigga, damn. Like he wanted to do it every week. He just his energy, and like Rakim said, this guy's energy is just like it's contagious. So and then you know we started vibing with each other doing skits, and you know we had good chemistry. So that's how the old man came about.
Let's do a podcast, and then we just started doing the podcast.
Yo, nah, we was literally sitting down in my basement about to do a skit. We was sitting down in the freaking chairs and just vibing back and forth. And I was like, you know what, let's record this shit. We recorded it, and we was like, you know what, fuck it, let's do a podcast. 2 days later, we got fucking Lawrence Pitts, and we got camera crews, and we got all of this shit.
We got Carmella.
Yeah, we doing a podcast. So.
Real podcast too. Look, we got y'all like our set?
Yeah. We got.
Beautiful.
Oh shit! We forgot to take the thing down. We'll have the crew.
Oh man, it's too late for that. Come on, Chris.
Yeah, we got
We
our
forgot.
logo.
It's the old man game.
I know we forgot. We
You know what? I decided our first sponsor is gonna be Viagra. That's gonna be our first sponsor.
You've decided that a long time ago.
For the old man gang. Old man need Viagra.
You've
right?
decided that a long time ago. We got one more addition to the team. We're gonna bring out.
Yes, we do, man.
Tell
Yo,
them a
this
little
guy-
bit about
this guy
our next guest.
He's hilarious, man. I seen him at a few clubs. I was like, yo, I got to get him on my show, man. And he's an essential worker. He's actually a school teacher, a real school teacher. Now, he used to teach the black kids, but now he he got a better job for more money teaching the white kids. But he got black kids at home, so he still teach the black kids at home. But, you know, he's been doing comedy for years. He's funny as hell, man. So we need veteran on the team, you know what I'm saying, to keep everything in line, make sure we funny, make sure we on top of our game, and make sure we do our homework.
Yeah.
So without further ado, give it up for my man, Jevon Johnson.
Give it up for Jevon Johnson. Y'all put your hands together for Jevon. Yeah. What up, Jake?
Gentlemen, what's happening?
Here you go.
What's good, man?
Thanks for having me.
How you feeling, Jevon?
I'm good, man. How y'all don't have no intro music or nothing, man?
We on live. We don't want live to kick us off, man. So
Gotcha.
that's all. Next time.
All right.
Jevon was the last one that we chose to bring into the group, and not because you know we had a problem doing it, but the last time you came and performed the X Lounge, I was like, yo, I gotta work with this dude. You just commanded the stage so well, and you know you made fun of my fucking water fountain and everything.
Water fountain in the curtain.
Yeah, what did you call it?
Nah, that's the blacks only water
Yeah,
fountain.
blacks
and
only
shit.
fountain.
I felt like I was in, you know.
It's right over here. It's still there. We're not taking out our blacks only water fountain.
I hope
So,
nobody
hey,
drinks from that
if you
shit,
get
man.
thirsty,
It don't look safe at all,
around with
man.
this. You got your own. Well, he brought his own water. I don't drink that black water.
Not at all.
It's definitely safe, man.
That's
Don't be
racist.
talking about my water fountain. It's definitely safe. But nah, he came on, he did his thing, and then we spoke. You were a part of that conversation that we had when we were out eating. And I really liked, you know, your energy. And I asked you if you wanted to be a part of something bigger, and you said, hell yeah, put me down, I'm in. And then now here we have it. So tell everybody how long you've been doing comedy and what inspired you to start doing it.
It's funny, I've been doing comedy about 11 years, right? People think I've been doing it longer when I tell them 11 years. And I'll say probably 11 years in total, but like serious, maybe like 6 or 7 years. I never actually wanted to be a comedian. I used to sing, I used to dance, I used to rap. So I've always been a performer. But comedy wasn't really anything that really, is something I wanted to do until, I started watching Def Comedy Jam, like everyone says. And like Tangie, my biggest comedy influence is Martin Lawrence. The Martin Show, I think, is probably arguably one of the top 3 sitcoms of all times, and it just impacted black culture, like a motherfucker. It's just a coincidence I got the ears like, but he was like my biggest comedy influence. When I started watching him host Def Jam, and then, at that time, seeing him in House Party, then, seeing him do Bad Boys and shit like that, it was just looking at him like that's the kind of career I would want for myself. I thought I was gonna be a rapper. Like I was rapping for years.
You're
really
lucky you would have got shot. They shooting rappers.
Yeah, they killing right now. What made me want to do comedy was I was at a comedy show years ago, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking. I'm like, I'm funnier than these, and they do this for a living. I said, if they do this for a living, I could do it. So I knew the dude that was hosting the show. He was a friend of a friend. So I went up to him. I said, yo, I want to try stand-up comedy. He said, well, cool, I'll put you on next week's show. I said, hold on, not that quick. Give me some time to prepare. So maybe 3 weeks later, he put me on a show. And the funny thing is, I told my wife, my friends, and everybody. And when I told them I wanted to be do comedy, everybody was like, you gonna do comedy? And they was like, you funny, but we don't know if you a comedian funny.
Yeah.
And even my wife, she was like, let me hear some of your jokes, because I don't want you to go on stage and embarrass me. Right? But I said to myself, I'm not going to share any of my jokes with anybody, because sometimes even people you love, you share shit with them and you can have some shit that's comedy gold and they don't like it and you never do it. So I said to myself, not going to share with nobody. Went on stage, did the show, and it went 100 times better than I could ever imagine. And I've been in love with comedy ever since, man.
Woo.
You remember anything that you talked about from your first?
Oh, of course. Like being a married man, I've been married 16 years. So a lot
16
of my...
years?
Yeah, 16 years.
Now, what's the secret to staying married for 16 years?
Shutting the fuck up. And
shut the fuck up.
That's it.
I'm learning that. I'm on my 6th year. I'm starting to shut the fuck up now.
Shut the fuck up, man. You know what I mean?
Right,
And I will say this. Date night is extremely important, man. No matter how busy you are, make sure you take your lady out at least, a couple times a month or whatever, and just try to keep the shit spicy, man. Role play, do wild shit when y'all fucking, yeah.
You a teacher.
Hey, listen, man, me and my wife play
You gonna get
principal.
suspended. You better stop.
Hey, listen, man, that's the thing, that's what my wife say. I want to get suspended, shit like that,
So you the principal and she's the
There you go, you got it. There
Come
you
to my
go.
office.
There you go. I got a nice yardstick for you,
That's nice, man.
So that's about it, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. I forgot what the fuck the question was, really.
The question is, man.
Oh, yeah, Chris, you were asking. I'm sorry. I had one of them rum punches. The shit is good. Making me forget my train of thought.
This is my second one, so that's it for me.
I like how y'all have drinks up here and shit.
Well, we in the
game,
you know what I'm saying?
The guests don't have no drinks and shit.
Nah, guess what?
We got an empty water bottle and shit.
I see y'all got fucking empty glasses here, empty flasks.
That's display,
That's
man.
just for.
I see. This shit look nice, man.
That's just for.
Who made this, man?
I think Dope Girl 820. Dope Girl Creations.
Shit is
Dope Girl
smooth.
Creations.
Yeah.
Look, she's right there.
Oh, she's here?
Yeah.
No, your rum punch. Listen.
No,
not the rum punch.
Oh, the glasses.
Oh, the glasses.
My wife made the rum punch.
Oh, you made
my
the
beautiful
glasses.
wife over there, my daughter. My daughter at the bar.
She made the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Glasses are amazing too. Very nice. I
But
was looking
shout
at
out the
those.
bartender, my daughter over there, Jazz, and my wife G over there,
Even got a son over
trying
there.
to keep us lit.
Looking like, we got security. His son said, "Who are you? Can you get in here?" I'm like, well, you don't know who I am?
Yeah.
Damn, Chris got the whole family
Got the
working.
whole
Hey,
family.
That's
That's
what's
right.
up.
You have
Everybody
to.
working.
Keep it in the family. I like that. Black-owned
You have
business
to.
and all that.
My
Beautiful.
daughter Jordan here. Hey Jordan. Jordan graduated from high school this year. She's going to Delaware State in the fall. Shout out to
Okay.
Jordan going to Delaware State.
Delaware
HBCU.
State.
Good. Yes.
Yeah, she wanted to go to HBCU.
I had a lot of fun times at Delaware State, but I ain't gonna tell you about those times. You might not want to go there. All right, so I digress.
Talk to me about any experiences that you've had in the past that may have inspired you to do comedy. Anything that you can think of in the past that was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to do this shit now. I'm going to do comedy because of this or that.
Well, another thing that made me really want to try comedy is, you know, I have 2 kids of my own. You're talking about your beautiful kids. My daughter's 19 years old. She just finished her freshman year at Howard University.
Wow. Howard
yeah,
University.
Okay, congrats.
Yeah, doing
A teacher's
great.
daughter.
Yeah. And then I got a 14-year-old son. He'll be going to high school next year. So my daughter loved to dance, right? She always was a big-time dancer. She was on a traveling dance team and all that. She had a friend. My daughter's shy, right? Very humble young lady. She don't talk a lot. I noticed, you know, when she danced in competitions with one of her friends that's more like confident, outspoken, my daughter would kind of dim her light. She wouldn't dance as hard. She would, you know, kind of try to like almost shrink herself, you know what I mean? And so I was talking to her one day about that, and just the conversation was basically about going for what you want in life, not dimming your light, not settling, not being average. So, you know, to piggyback what Rakim said earlier. So I'm listening to myself talk to my daughter about going after her passions and her dreams. And I said to myself in that moment, I was being a hypocrite. Because here I was working a job that I didn't love. At the time, I wasn't teaching. I was actually working out of college as a financial aid advisor. I've worked in education at many different levels. I didn't have anything that I felt passionate about outside of my family. So I felt like I was being a hypocrite telling my daughter to do something that I wasn't doing myself. So in that moment, I also said, I gotta find something that's mine. So that's why I also decided to start doing comedy. You know, because I wanna show my kids that, like, listen, in life, you gotta go for whatever you want. It don't matter how big the dream is. Work hard at it. You know what I mean? Keep God first, of course, but never dim your light and, you know, go for whatever you want in this life, because it's short.
No doubt, man.
Absolutely. Good. Anything you got coming up next, aside from what we're doing together? Any other events you got planned?
Well, I over the pandemic, I created my own game show. You know, when the pandemic hit and we were all home alone and, you know, you couldn't socialize with anybody, I wanted to figure out a way that people could kind of like come together virtually. So I created a Black trivia game show. It was called Quarantine Culture Check. So for the game show, you know, I asked questions about Black culture, you know what I mean, music, movies, and I really produced this show like it was a real show. I played movie clips, I played different theme songs from TV shows, and I gave away money, right? Not a lot of money, but if you got a question right, I might cash app you $3 or whatever, and people loved the show. So my goal was to always do the shit live and in person. So about a month ago, my first time doing it live, I did it at a spot in Queens called Hall of Fame Studios. You know that first time you do shit, you see what you gotta tweak and what you gotta change. So my goal is to do that in a few weeks at a bigger spot at a bigger venue. And I also, outside of comedy, I also act. So I'm currently working on 2 independent films that I'm in. So, and I also, outside of comedy, I also act. So I'm currently working on 2 independent films that I'm in. So,
yeah,
you know.
we actors too, man. You see how
Nah, I know. Y'all skits and all that shit. Yeah, y'all good,
we
man.
got you. We got you written in the next skit. Don't worry.
Gonna be in the
I'm
next
around,
skit.
man. I
And
would love
Fro.
to be.
That was your goal when we talked about, you know, I had a vision for everybody that I saw being a part of the team, and I said, yo, this is the guy that we're gonna have, you know, when it comes to being up front for movie auditions and roles like that, because you got a look and a presence about you that I feel like should be on camera, man. So we're definitely gonna use that to, you know, the most potential that's possible.
Thank you, brother.
We're gonna try to get, you know, auditions, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be a manager extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And let me say, before you guys continue, just want to give y'all flowers. Everybody has been talking about, you know, Greg coming in this game, hitting the ground running. A lot of times you come in comedy and you think there are actual gatekeepers and you got to wait for somebody to give you an opportunity, to give you a shot. When I came in the game, that's how I was. Like, I felt like I had to wait or ask for opportunities. But I love that you came in the game and you ain't asking nobody for shit. You know what I mean? You're doing things your way, creating your own opportunities, which is dope. And you're partnered with a brother like Chris that when I talk about you, bro, I always talk about how I love your business acumen. You know what I mean? You the way you talk, the way you handle your business, very professional. I gotta give you brothers love because you two together, I think you are gonna do amazing things, man. So keep doing what you're doing, because other people need to see that. You know, we all have children, but people in general need to see, like, you don't gotta fucking wait on nobody. Create your own lane and your own opportunities. You know?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Because actually, Next month is gonna be 2 years. August 25th is gonna be 2 years I'm doing comedy.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, big ups, Greg. Greg told me, he was like, I only been doing comedy a year and a half, bro. I'm about to pass all these motherfuckers. He told me that. I'm like,
He's very humble too. I gotta say, extremely
He told me
humble.
straight up,
brother.
Yo, when I see these big time comedians, I be like, "What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? You better get your jokes together. I need somebody to
Nah,
open
he
up."
do. He
They
tell
be
him straight up, and he told me that. He
They
told
be
me that
like, "You
day
bugging."
one. He said, I'm about to pass. He said, I'm about to pass all these motherfuckers, man. And I
You gotta at least try, man.
And I believe it because it's not about, like, all the time. It's not about talent. It's not about the talent.
I don't got no
Everybody
talent.
has talent, man. But
Wait, Jevon, did you do the Apollo? Wait, we gotta find out.
Nah, I'm
All right,
smart.
hit it.
I'm smarter.
God we
than-
got
I'm
one that
smarter-
didn't get booed
I'm
off.
smarter than all you motherfuckers. Like,
We got one
Apollo
person.
is not cut
Damn.
out for comedians or rappers. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no
Unless
doubt.
you like a white guy going on there and you acting black or some shit like that, you're not gonna make it on the Apollo.
gonna
They
make
gonna
it,
boo
man.
you right when you come out, man.
Yeah, they booed my ass right away.
Nah.
Boo.
You brave, bro. I'm happy all y'all did it. But nah,
Yeah.
doing the Apollo as a comedian never crossed my mind.
Yeah. I went to the audition. They was like, "We want you on the show." I was like, "Wow!" And all the comedians said, "Greg, you're gonna get booed." I was like, "No, I'm not, son. I'm gonna win."
he swore he was gonna win that shit.
Oh, I was gonna win. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yo,
Even when I went up there, until I seen the host announce me, he was like, "Next up, a comedian."
Yeah.
They set you up. They was
Oh,
like, yo, we
he's
need
from,
somebody to get booed.
Are you from Long Island? Like, get the fuck.
And the audience started practicing they boos right then and there.
Yeah,
they
was-
practicing they
They
shit.
was like, "Wait a minute, a clear blue lady. There's no music. There's nothing." As soon as it went on, it was boo. It was loud.
uh-huh, in unison and shit.
They weren't boos at me. I was getting hit with boos. But you know what? It made me stronger. I decided, you know what? I ain't gonna quit. I don't give a damn because I'm the boss in the daytime anyway. So who the hell cares?
And in this game, you gotta have thick skin, man. That's
do,
another
man.
thing, man. Being a comedian, this shit is a hard job. You know, you up there on stage, it's just you on the microphone. So whatever doesn't work, it ain't like, you know, you're a basketball player, you're doing a team sport, or you're singing in a band. The shit is all on your shoulders. So if it don't work, you can't blame nobody but yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why when cats say, yo, I'm funny, I want to do stand-up, I'm like, dog, it's not just about being funny, and the shit is not as easy as it appears.
Yeah. You guys make it look easy, getting up on stage and just commanding the attention of the audience. I tried it. You remember that time we were here?
Yeah, I remember.
I tried it. I said, I could do this shit because, you know, I've been in entertainment before with a little different aspect.
What kind of entertainment was you?
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. But I said, you know what? I could do this comedy shit. And it's fucking hard, bro, to grab that mic and to try to make people laugh just out the blue. Because look at this crowd. They're just sitting there watching us.
You know,
like,
if you go back to your old job, you probably can make them laugh.
That was a good one. You got that one, Greg. Well, yo, Jevon, just want to say thank you for coming out. We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
you.
me,
Thank
man.
you. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jevon the Comedian.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yo, we're gonna take a little 5-minute intermission, go grab a drink at the bar, and then we're gonna bring all the comedians back out, and we're gonna take some questions from the audience. So we wanted to know if anybody in the audience has any questions for any of the comedians or any of us regarding, you know, anything that we got coming up, about any past history. Any questions in the audience? Raise your hands. Put your hands together. Anyone? My man in the back. Come on up to that microphone right there.
Got a mic set up for you and everything.
Yeah. First, tell us your name. Tell us where you're from and what's your question.
I'm from where the river's at, and they got big guns that go.
Okay.
Just kidding, just kidding. My name is Marcellus. I'm originally from Chicago. I just came from there for a week. I know Rakim through trying to be a fake promoter every now and then, whatever the case it is. He comes out every time I ask him to. He got a little crew with him. OC the bus driver and Kenny Wu. So those three have been my team for fundraisers and stuff like that. But that's not what I wanted to say. I just wanted to give him a little props because last time it didn't go so good with me and him. And I thought he was setting me up when he came here and told me to join the old man gang. So on the low, that's why I brought that cane, because I might have to swing it or something. But when I came in, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. I ain't seen him in about 2 years. I'm very proud of him and what he's accomplished. And to be in this atmosphere and to see you have your family, the whole team, even though the drinks are watered down, I still pay respect. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
She's a good bartender. She getting every dollar out that bottle. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's impactful and powerful to be here with positive black people doing the right thing. I think somebody said that, Tangie, she said that you need to hang around people that are moving forward. And then I got mad people. Somebody said something about family trying to stop your dream. I forgot who said that. You know what I'm saying? But that's impact. No, somebody said they don't tell their ideas to the family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they will kick their insecurities and their disbeliefs onto you. So it's important that you follow that dream, and it's important that I heard that message. I love the atmosphere, I love everything. I'll be back, you know what I'm saying, and whatever.
Yeah, next Saturday, man, we got
I don't know about next Saturday. I don't know about next Saturday. My son got a football game, so my son do football, but I want my son to come here 2 days a week to work out.
All right, no,
There you
know what
go.
I'm saying?
There you
So
go.
that's
See,
the
coach,
plug
right
right
there.
there.
Yes, sir. I am a coach.
And tell him what your son is ranked in what grade he's ranked in.
My son is 9 years old. I'm very proud of him. He's like the third best 9-year-old football player in the United States. Somehow they ranked him. I don't know how he got ranked like that.
Big ups to that.
But
Congrats.
it is props, but I think it's too early to be ranking kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because now, but he loves the game, and he you can't teach dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about football. You can't teach dog, but it's a dangerous sport. And I'm more concerned about his attitude, and he's a teacher, about him being able to read and write and do math on grade level as he proceeds, and his behavior. But I took enough time. Tangie nodding her head. She ready to go back and get a baby or whatever the case it is. And I'm off the mic. Love y'all. Peace.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
That was a statement. I was waiting for the question,
Thank
right?
you,
He had a-
Marcellus. Appreciate you.
He said, I would say what I want.
I said what the fuck I want to say. I came from Chicago. Fuck that. I'm saying what I want to say.
Anybody else got a question for the old man gang before we wrap this up? Keish, how you doing tonight? Keish was one of our first guests on the old man gang. Shout out
Yes.
to Keish. Yeah.
That's when we were still in the basement, remember?
Yeah, you was in the basement. Don't worry, you.
Before we got kicked out.
Nah, we got you. We gonna get you back.
I know.
What's your name and where you from, bro?
Kelvin Pompey, born in Brooklyn, raised out in Hempstead.
There you
and
go.
Brooklyn.
My official accountant, my tax
Yes.
guy. Appreciate you coming through for me.
Yes, I see talent, but more importantly, I see confidence. And what I'm saying is, instead of you guys getting out there booking shows, keep doing what you're doing. But if you got somebody who can write them scripts and create a finished product like the classic cultural Friday movie, with all this talent in New York, you come up with a movie with talented script writers.
Yeah.
Shop it to Netflix and whoever, Hulu, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can continue to book them shows and enhance your career.
You're right. We definitely working on that. Yeah, we definitely working on that. So what did you think, Kelvin? What did you think of the short film? Honestly, what was your honest opinion of it?
Quality, well put together, and that's why I know what they did in California, you should do in New York.
So like a New York version of Friday, something like that?
Yes.
That was Saturday.
And it'll blow. And it'll blow with this sister and all this confidence.
Yeah, I like that.
Yo, bro, I'm not a script writer, but I know some funny scenes I can put together. But
All right. I've always known since I started. Well, not since I started, but I had a vision. Less than a year ago, I saw a program that kind of inspired me, and basically what it said was, your best resource is the people around you, building a team, and that's what I wanted to do. And literally, I said I was going to build me a team. I was gonna make 6 figures from a new business within 6 months, and make 7 figures within the next year. And I'm actually on track to what my goal was. And it's all about the team that you build, and we take advice and ideas from everybody. It doesn't matter who, like when I'm at work, I talk to people all the time. I do brainstorming sessions where people tell me, different ideas. So listen, that's a great idea, Kelvin. We appreciate that, man. Thank you for that compliment as well. Cause we do try to give off as much confidence as we can to put together a good quality product. Does anybody else have any comment? Step up to the mic, brother. Tell us your name and where you from.
My name is Gato, Trap Comedy from South Jamaica, Queens.
What up, bro?
I like what the guy said, but I would go back a little further than Friday. I like what y'all doing. Y'all putting people in a position to shine as one, but with a group. So I wouldn't say Friday. I would say more like an I'm gonna get you sucker kind of movie. You know what I mean? So you giving everybody the light.
Right.
It's up to what they want to do with it, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. I used to call Rakim from prison. A lot of y'all don't know I do comedy. I was just in jail, but I came home.
But I came home. Yeah, we see you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we see you. We see you, bro.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're here, right?
Rakim used to always talk about Greg. I never heard about you, Chris, but I like what you got going on. You know what I mean? And when I came in the game, I was a new guy when I came in. They was gatekeepers. They was things that mattered that I never cared about. And Jevon will tell you that. Tangie probably tell you that. So I wish I would have had 2 guys like y'all when I first started doing comedy, because there was nobody to tell me, hey, yo, don't worry about it. Hit this club the next time. I just never looked for a fan. I just figured I just got to keep going. Yeah. But if I would have had somebody like y'all 2 patting my back whenever I fell or picked me up, I would have been more dangerous back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm glad to know it's guys like you around, because y'all here for a reason. So I'm going to be more dangerous whenever y'all book me for a show.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, you know what? We're going to book you next Saturday at the show. I told you, next Saturday we got a show.
I didn't tell nobody you told me, but send me the flyer so I can post it. Tangie, Rakim, and Jevon, they're not my peers. Those are like my elders in the comedy game. I respect them, you know what I mean? They'll tell me like, yo, they know I'm going to do some dumb shit, but they tell me like, you got to be accountable for your actions, you know, whatever you do. And I make it funny. You always got to have some funny involved in it. But I want to say is that I like that y'all working with these people. I like that y'all been tearing it up while I was gone. I like the consistency, and I just fuck with y'all. And I just want to say that I'm glad that y'all here doing something in this platform with these 2 people.
Thank you.
And we got you, son.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that.
We got you, son.
We really appreciate that. Right, listen, it's very important, very important. At the Old Man Gang, all one word, on YouTube and on Instagram. Yes. We really want to blow up this YouTube channel, man. I have huge goals for our YouTube. I want to be at 1 million subscribers within a year, bro.
1 million?
Fucking dead ass. 1 million subscribers within a year. Listen, I be on them. I be texting them from work like, yo, did you get your 2 subscribers? I have my whole team. Lawrence, no, I'll be like, Lawrence, yo, did you get your 2 subscribers? I don't give a fuck if you got. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Ain't nobody fucking subscribing.
I don't care. We are.
All you gotta do is pay for the followers.
No, we don't want to pay. We want a real one. We want the real followers.
All you gotta do,
Nah, we not
pay.
What I do like about this podcast that was different from everything else, nobody was trying to be funny. Like we were talking about, you showed us, everybody think the comedians are supposed to be funny. Like
all the time.
No, we're real people, and what I like about this, what I like, and then we be the most angriest motherfuckers because you expecting all this happiness. Like, I don't feel like being funny today. As soon as you're not being funny, they be like, what's wrong? You. Like, then somebody be like, you all right? You ask me one more time, I'm not gonna fucking be all right. Like, so I love that this was catching us in our rawness and our elements and just telling our story of that comedian, right. Not expecting.
Without pressure to be funny.
Right. Like, what's your favorite joke? Tell me something funny. People swear like you obligated to like coochie coo. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know.
Before Friday. See that?
Yeah, it'll be on
Friday,
YouTube.
You guys going to be part of history. The first live audience, we're going to be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we're going to let everybody, Rakim, say your closing statements, everybody.
Well, thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate you all for being here on Flight 75. Yo, stupid.
Yo, but what Tangie is saying is real as fuck. Like, nobody was trying to outshine anyone. Like, I like this little crew that you put together. Yo, Gatto, you going to be joining the team, you know what I'm saying? I already told him about you, know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get your little grades.
We got to see how he do on Saturday.
Yeah, we got to see how he does next Saturday.
He just got out.
We just can't put him down now.
He's down and out.
Well, look, he was telling me jokes in jail, and I was like, well, that'll keep these niggas off your tail. It is true what we go through, man. So, Tange, Jevon, appreciate y'all. Y'all can follow me on all social media, Rakim The Comedian, RAKIM The Comedian. And if y'all don't know, my white van is parked outside. If you won't follow me, we going to follow y'all. Me and the white van. So, you know, that's what it is. So, appreciate y'all. Old Man Gang. And who said they wasn't old on this shit? They was like, you said I ain't old. Yeah, he was like, I ain't old. I'm not old either. I identify as a lesbian.
All right, Jevon, you got any closing statements?
Y'all got a professional team and shit. Look.
Keep that up. Keep it up.
Yeah, Jevon M. Johnson on everything, Instagram, Facebook, all that shit. But just to echo, you know, the same vibe that's been going on, man. I just appreciate any opportunity I have when other people share their platform with me. You know what I mean? So this is dope what y'all doing. Just keep doing what y'all doing and support all these beautiful people up here, man, because I do feel like we're going to do some beautiful things. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming out. You know, we had the intermission and a lot of people left, but y'all stayed. That just shows, you know, how much y'all fuck with these two gentlemen up here. So we appreciate that, man. And God bless and be safe and live life abundantly, man, because it's short.
All right, so we're going to close out this episode of The Old Man Gang
With Tangie.
by giving Tangie the mic. And let it,
Nice segue.
All right, you guys can follow me on Instagram. That's Tangie Fro Funny, Tangie Fro Funny. And I always have a message of when you're a child, you laugh about 300 to 400 times a day. When you're an adult, you laugh about 30 or 40 times a day. So I say that to say, please keep supporting comedy because that's the realest medicine that we have left.
all right.
What's the episode 7?
It's episode 7.
Episode 7 in the books. That's the Old Man Gang. We appreciate all you guys coming out on behalf of me, Chris, Rakim, Jevon, Tangie. We're going to do big things.
All right, everybody. Once again, thank you for coming out.
Thank you so much.
Stay healthy, stay strong, and stay safe. Peace out. We are the Old Man
stay
Gang.
black.
All right. It's a wrap. Woo.